Have you ever done something that you know probably isn't the best thing for you to do? And you do it, one, either because you like it and the enjoyment outweighs the cost, or two, you can't really imagine yourself doing something otherwise than doing this. I bring this up because I see this in some of my clients and prospective coaching clients that I meet with, where they tell me about their work and how much they hate it, or they really don't like the people that they're working with or their boss. And yet they continue to do it because they can't imagine doing something else, or because the pay is good enough that they don't want to let that go. In those instances, I like to share with them what I call the hamburger story. Years ago, there's a spiritual teacher and leader named Terry Cole Whitaker. And she would talk about how she loved eating hamburgers. And yet she knew that hamburgers were not the best thing for her body, meaning they were not agreeable to her. And so she came up with this practice where, as she was eating the hamburgers and immediately afterwards, she would be using her power of her own thinking and her mind to transmute the properties of the hamburgers so that they would be more nutritious for her. So she would sing her affirmations and declarations saying, okay, as I'm eating this hamburger, it's being transmuted into my body nutritionally and healthily, and it incorporates. And so she'd do a lot of work to be able to transmute the properties of this hamburger that wasn't agreeable to her in a way that her body could then assimilate. And so she'd been doing this for quite a while until one day she had the epiphany. Why am I doing this every time I eat a hamburger when I could actually just be eating things that are more agreeable and nutritious for my body? And it was there that she made a decision to not eat hamburgers. I bring up that story because I see situations where clients are doing things that they know isn't the best things for them, like, for example, doing work that they absolutely hate. And so they do things to try to transmute those situations. One of the common things that people do is, during lunch times is take walks or meditate because there's so much stress that they experience that they need to alleviate it in some way. Other people will choose exercises classes to be able to get out that anger or that frustration that they feel every day going to work. And so in these situations, it's as if people are eating the hamburger, knowing it's not the best for them, and they're doing whatever they can to transmute it to make it the best situation possible. When in fact, from Terry Cole Whitaker's experience, there is another path, and it's to choose those things that are actually more nutritious for us. And so the question that I have for you today is, where in your life are you eating hamburgers? Are you engaged in things that are not necessarily, as you think, probably not the best things for you to be doing or engaging in? And where can you invite a more easeful way to live nutritiously, or in a way that's in right alignment with who you are? And so just take stock of that and just simply ask that question, because there really can be more ease and grace for you in your life without you having to continually struggle to just do something even though you know it's not the best thing for you. And here's the thing: if you want to eat that hamburger, by all means, go ahead and do it. You have the power of choice always available to you. And yet my intention for you is always that as you choose, that you choose in a way that you have an expanded and loving awareness for you, for what's possible. And you could see whether or not the cost of what you're doing is actually worth it. I hope you found today's video provocative and uh, maybe brought some more awareness to how you can and cannot live your life. And so I'd love to hear any comments that you have. Go ahead and please share with me your thoughts. And if you find anybody else that might find this useful, go ahead and share it with them as well. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do, go ahead and visit my website. My name is Joselito Ladencia. I'm a spiritual life coach, and you can visit my website at abundantgood.com. Peace and blessings. Namaste. And you have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.